Traders, we're looking at S&P 500 and mini futures. Time frame is 2000 tick chart. The structure in front of me is a clear trading range structure. I have a lot of price swings swinging up and down. No clean direction. Notice the exponential moving average. This blue line is a 21 bar EMA, just a supportive indicator, allowing me to read the price action with a little bit more confidence. I can see that right now we are breaking out of a trading range. This was quite a substantial bullish rally. Since this is a trading range, I expect prices first to pull back and test this important key level. From that point on, we will see if the market will reverse or we will go back into trading range. But this uptrend is still in play right now, so I'm not fading the breakout, even though you can see the breakout eventually did pull back, because according to trading range rules, most breakouts will fail at least temporarily. There's going to be some pullback before the market will reverse. Resuming the video as the market has opened, we had a two-legged pullback, but we see that the second entry short had a very minimal bar and it closed above EMA, not below EMA. Notice prices came back, tested important breakout area as prices tend to do during a trading range, following the trading range rule. I extended the downtrend because the key level didn't hold. So you had a two-legged pullback, horrible setup, doji bar almost, pushed above EMA, so I can't enter. Then we had double trap, but notice the bar was way too big. There was really no way for me to enter. At this point on, downtrend has a break, new extreme, and we have a strong push above exponential moving average. So I'm just following these short-term channels, and right now we are hanging around this important key level. All right, so the prices are quite chopping around the top of this trading range, but we are pushing back below the main important key level. So it finally looks like we may have a stronger bearish bias that is resuming. Pretty much no say high probability setup. Only setup that I like was this double trap. Other than that, and even this lower high was pretty good, but this was way too big to enter. Uptrend played out with the break new high. Pull back below important key level, below EMA, a lower high, confirmation of the second entry short. This major downtrend needed new low as well. Bigger trading range, but it was just too big and too fast. And right now, it looks like I'm going to even extend the downtrend because we keep pushing lower. All right, traders, I'm resuming the video as I'm going to take a second entry short. Looking for... that's a shame. I was a little bit... and we scalped out. So that was quick. Looking for a new low of this spike and a channel. New low. First entry short pullback, second entry short, and you can see, wow, we barely got out. But either way, this was our first trade for the day. New low, first entry short pullback, second entry short. Off the exponential moving average, prices are still on the way to create new extreme because we have a spike and a channel working lower. I expect for prices to create move down, a new extreme. EMA keeps holding, great reversal bar. Notice it looked very bullish, reversed all the way back down and indicated a bearish reversal pin bar. Nice 2-point quick scalp. Looks like we may have some small little support, but it's not the problem. We are looking for scalp. Our runner got hit, and I'm playing the trading range rule. This downtrend needs to get new low, and the support needs to be hit according to main trading range rules. All right, so just resuming quickly the video, as I'm going to take a lower high confirmation setup, and it was a... but we already reached the scalp. I need to be careful here. The reason why I like this lower high is because notice spike and a channel downtrend still needs to get new extreme. The overall trading range still is in place, so we expect for prices to reach the bottom following the trading range rule. We came after failed breakout, and notice I'm going to view how price action looks. First leg up, pull back, second leg up. So we have a larger two-legged pullback. We have a technical second entry short here, scalp mate, larger two-legged pullback. Advanced trader can possibly take a short here, but if you're not sure, if you're taking a larger visual two-legged pullback above exponential moving average, what you can do is you can wait for push below EMA and get a lower high confirmation setup of this larger two-legged pullback. And this lower high was about to confirm the overall analysis and the overall buy. This was a great bearish bar. Again, very similar to this one. You guys can see we could have been 2-0 right off the bat, but unfortunately we missed this one. This one was very, very fast, but you guys can see new low made, but we can still reach the main support. Okay, so now we had another second entry short, but the reason why I'm not taking the second entry short, and by the way, notice, this is how you're counting for high probability setup. Right now we have a bearish downtrend inside of a main trading range. So if I want to enter safely, I want to enter on a second entry short, high probability setup or the confirmation. We had a short and uptrend in play, but that's not the main deal, even though it is very important. But also this spike had a break and new low. So right now I need to respect the current structure. I want to be careful, even though the bias still remains bearish and we may reach the support according to trading range rules. I cannot just take a second entry short like this because I have a short and uptrend in play, and we just created new low. So I need to be careful. You can see what can happen if you try to jump the gun too quickly. This is why you need to be patient and you need to respect the price action rules. All right, traders, I'm resuming the video as we have a lower high. I'm going to take it. Order filled. Even that stop loss is quite big, but I'm going to go for 10 tick target profit because we just have first leg up, pull back, second leg up to a new high. We have strong push below EMA. We trapped all the bulls going long on a high low after uptrend played out, and we take higher, instant reverse down, and we have lower high confirmation setup of visual first leg up, pull back, second leg up, big bearish bar. You can see I would have even done better had I used my limit order a little bit better, but we triggered even below this bar right here. I'm really taking a big risk. I hope this trade will work. I hope I haven't jumped the gun, but I really like the setup here. I still expect for prices to reach the bottom of this trading range and the main support of the main trading range. 2 legs up. The trading range can be a little bit shorter and smaller like this. Come on, we just need a couple more ticks. Then maybe even a wider channel like this. First leg up, pull back, second leg up. The resistance is holding. Overall bias is bearish. Great lower high. If you get a failed second entry long, you'll really push the market lower here. Come on. The overall bias still remains bearish. I expect for prices to reach this main support too. To like a pullback played out. Alright guys, so I'm resuming the video. I haven't really paid attention. It seems like we had a news event around this time right here, which is very risky. I completely forgot. I zoned out. I was really focusing on this trade right here. You guys can see for that reason it managed to get our runner instantly. And this is very risky because had this reverse on the opposite side, we would have gotten stopped out and possibly had a slippage. So I got very lucky here. I wasn't paying attention that we may have a news here because we had first news at the beginning of the session and I didn't remember that we have a second news here. But I still like the setup. You can see larger two-legged pullback, lower high, strong momentum. And now you can see, had we had a runner, this would have been a pretty juicy runner. But you know, this was a little bit risky. You want to be patient following the rules around the news. But you can see we even had a failed second entry long, new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, failure, which was the ultimate trap for the bull. So even during the news, the price action is still the same. All right, sure. So I'm looking at our runner. Our runner was hit right here because the news just spiked through and they managed to get a runner. So we at least managed to get some decent runner, but we could have trailed it much easier because the move was quite down. But we're sitting on 2 trades right now, but you definitely don't want to be trading right around the news. All right, so we have a larger downtrend working lower because prices pull back below the exponential moving average right here, indicated that the main support is right now acting as a resistance. Notice we had a new low, first entry short pullback, second entry short. Another two-legged pullback. That was a high probability setup. Why? Because it formed at the right place. This uptrend didn't reach new high, but it's okay because the overall structure in this market was very strong bearish. So after we push below EMA, we forget about the new high. And notice it was at the perfect key entry point. This main resistance acted as a support earlier. Also at the EMA, new low, first entry short, second entry short. I missed that, it was super fast. Then we have lower high confirmation setup, but it was too far from EMA. And then we had new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, failure. Great setup, almost took it, but notice it didn't trigger. And then it had inside bar, which you can't really take it below. So unfortunately, no really enterable way. This was a decent setup, but it was too fast. Failed second entry long, followed. And notice you're just following the overall bias. This downtrend needed new low, but right now it looks like we may have additional larger channel working lower. All right, so I'm about to enter the visual two-legged pullback. If we get the single bar is quite big, so I'm going to use a larger stop loss. I'm going to go for 8-tick target profit, and we have first leg up, pullback, second leg up. This is the larger visual two-legged pullback, first leg up, pullback, second leg up. The structure is strong bearish downtrend. EMA keeps holding. I'm going to go for a smaller scalp. You guys can see I'm going only with 3 contracts because I'm basically done for the day, so I don't want to risk. And we got out. So I'm just going to tighten this quickly. We managed to get a quick scalp. I went only with 3 contracts because I already had 2 great trades and I didn't want to give it all back. But this was a visual two-legged pullback. First leg up, pullback, second leg up. Uptrend played out with the break-in new high. We entered. And right now our runner got stopped at the break-even again. You guys can see I use my limit order because I'm decreasing my risk. I could have go for 10 ticks because the ATR is so large, but I really wanted to scale down, didn't want to take any risk. Alright traders, so these were our 3 trades. I'm just gonna quickly show you the second entry short here, the lower high here, and we got a last, basically a double trap. You can treat it as a visual two-legged pullback. The structure was bearish, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm not gonna push it anymore. The structure remains bearish downtrend. This channel is nicely in play. 3 confirmations of the highs. Right now, brand new uptrend working higher. I'm redrawing the channel. After we get a new high or attempt to create a new high, we can resume the shorts again. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.